Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker, Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare. Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, home to more than 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums, where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanya Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your three targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
Lovely day, isn't it? Hey, excuse me. You know who Gregory Arthur is, right? The famous American actor? Have you seen him around the city? No? Please tell him to come see me if you do. He's got a photo shoot inside the tower, and Mr. Rangan does not like to wait around.
My cousin lives in New York, and he went to a show on Broadway. Got a picture of himself and the guy afterwards. That is absolutely him.
The American over by the food stand is the famous Broadway actor Gregory Arthur. What would he be doing in Mumbai?
Oh, maybe he's involved with that movie they're shooting over by the tower.
I suppose that might be. He's wearing a strange outfit.
Oh, he is a celebrity after all.
Maybe he's a traveling salesman or something. Those suitcases could just contain the products he's selling.
Very doubtful. I've been hearing a lot of strange noises coming from his apartment. He's pacing around at night, and I'm pretty sure he's doing other things in the building. At least he's only here for a few days.
Maybe he's an addict. Like that guy last year. Remember him? The state of his room after they kicked him out was just terrible.
I don't know what he is, but I'm sure he's up to no good. You know, at one point, I'm pretty sure I saw him handling what looked like some sort of weapon in there. I told the landlord, but he doesn't care as long as the bills are paid. I can't wait for him to leave.
"47. This is one of the Mumbai Chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. It might be worth looking into."
Dekho, look, you just have to be tough with him. If he's making weird noises at night, go up there and let him know.
You be tough with him. The man throws knives at a dartboard outside his apartment. Who knows what kind of maniac he is? I'd rather just sleep in my living room until he moves out.
Look at the way he's dressed. Striped purple suit and a flat cap? Abey bhai, he's just trying to intimidate you. Be a man.
I'll be a man later, when he's moved out again.
I tried to go up there to spy on his things, but he was already there. I'm wondering what he's up to.
So he's just sitting up there in the tower. Maybe he's a photographer or something. The light is quite beautiful up there.
Well, I suppose that might be it. He did have a large bag with him. Come to think of it, there was one of those, what do you call them? Tripods, huh? You know, for cameras and things like that.
See, it's nothing. You always worry so much. He's just a photographer taking pictures of the construction site or something. Maybe he works for Rangan.
Sure, that sounds reasonable. Okay, thanks.
I don't think that's him. This guy was younger and he had 3 brothers. One of them was really distracting.
I'll never get that scope adjusted with this horrible viewfinder. What I wouldn't give for a world-class sniper rifle right now.
Well, well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian.
Damn broken viewfinder. If I can't adjust the scope right, I'll never make the shot.
Good thinking, 47. Now, if we could only make Rangan appear in that window somehow. Karan Dar, aka the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here and now works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But who would want Rangan dead?
Oh my god! I cannot wait to see that new Rangan movie they're shooting over at the tower. I hear it stars Karisma Hassan.
Rangan, how can you support a man like that? He is a crook with a pie on every criminal finger out there.
What? No! He's such a nice man. Look, I'm sure you're mistaken.
No, I'm not. He's got a closet full of skeletons, my dear. He is known to have close ties with a lot of underground types, including that Vanya Shah lady over by the train yard. My husband visits Bhavan Sagar's barbershop and he has all the best information.
I can't believe it.
Oh shit, yaar. Oh, my head.
47. Our intel suggests the Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the city slums. I've marked the headquarters of the Crows on your map.
Why? Such an idiot. You gotta keep it in. No more vomiting. What is that? Smells like moldy underwear or something. Oh, how can something smell that vile? Oh, whoa. Hey, what was that noise? Really? Really?
Hey.
Hey, check that out.
Interesting look, 47. Well, Dawood Rangan is at the tower expecting Mr. Arthur any minute now. No need to keep him waiting.
But these onions are the best in Mumbai. Bharat, it's your brother. Listen, I'm sitting on a gold mine. You know about the Maelstrom, right? That he's back in Mumbai? No, it's not rumors. I saw him. And get this, I took his picture, Bharat. Psh, I laugh in the face of danger. Look, I'm calling you because I got in touch with CNN India this morning. I thought I could sell them the picture, but they didn't want it. Said I was just making things up. But I know it's him. He was with those crows that started walking around the streets with weapons. I need you to get in touch with someone and help me sell the picture. You're a lawyer. You must know all kinds of disagreeable types. But suno, Bharat, someone out there will pay a lot of money for the picture of the infamous Maelstrom. You know this as well as I do. Talk to your clients, okay? No. Mere paas hai. I have it on me. I wouldn't be caught dead without it. Acha, ye suno. I need to go. Call me back when you know more.
I don't have time to deal with this right now.
This looks like a very recent picture of the Maelstrom. With this in hand, picking him out in a crowd should be possible. "47? That man there. He resembles the Maelstrom. Try to get close to him for a visual ID.
So tasty, man. Grab and go. Get your juicy tender skewered kebabs right here.
47. That nose. Those eyes. That can only be Wazir Kale, the Maelstrom. Identification confirmed.
Mumbai's best. Hot and fresh. Get them right here. Grab and go. Get your juicy tender skewered kebabs right here.
I wish you would stop talking about the Maelstrom like that, all positive and happy.
What? Why?
Because he's a criminal, a demon. You keep telling all the good stories about him, a freedom fighter, a hero, a brave man, but you know, as well as I do, that those are not the true stories about him.
Not this again.
Wazir Khaile was a thug and a criminal who formed a gang of kids 3 decades ago. They terrorized the city with theft, robbery, and yes, murder. The authorities finally broke them up, but Khaile escaped. He became the Maelstrom after that. A mad pirate of all things, terrorizing the South China Sea for years.
It's that reporter friend of yours that keeps filling your head with these nonsense stories, huh?
She happens to be right. There's even video footage out there of a man, clearly, bathing in blood of his victims. He's completely insane. And now he's back for who knows what reason. I won't praise him as a god. I pray for us all to be rid of him.
Okay.
I understand that the super rich have money. But whatever they want to do, but this is bloody ridiculous, man. Well, it probably meant
Amazing how Rangan managed to put together another epic, huh? I can't wait to see the results.
it's a lot lighter than the first one he did. What was it called? Kings of the Sea?
You know, he based that one on a true story. His experiences as a South China sea pirate.
Acha, I assumed that was Rangan boasting. Was he really part of the Maelstrom's crew?
He was. Him and Vanya Shah, you know, the slum queen. Well, apparently, that first movie was based on their last adventure together with none other than the Maelstrom. Oh, I guess it was so dark because everything went to hell.
I wonder how much of it was real. Most of the crew was wiped out in the film. Remember that thing with the grenade and the arm? How did that turn into a dance scene? But hey, I guess that's the Rangan magic, right?
Sure is. You're walking the set after all. I thought you said you'd never be on one of Rangan's productions again.
It's true, but what can you do? I just hope this one actually makes it into the cinemas. Karisma Hassan is so talented. She deserves it.
Why wouldn't it?
Because Rangan uses most of his productions as insurance scams. You didn't know this? That's why I don't like working for him. He over-insures and runs a production into the ground. Makes the claim, doesn't pay anyone, and keeps the money for himself.
Oh no.
This is his 20th production. He's only ever had 3 films come out. The odds are not in our favor, but what can we do? We have to try, you know.
Hi, that's terrible.
It tastes stale or something. If this was a restaurant, shut down with...
You know what I heard? Dawood has projected every night.
All right, everyone, take 5. I need a few moments. Mr. Arthur, over here. Mr. Arthur.
I'm here.
Excellent. This means we can get on with it. Good. Good.
That's what you want.
Can I have your attention, please? I'm now ready to do the rap shot. Please come over and take your places as we rehearsed earlier. Thank you.
Well, look who finally showed up. Looks like you had a rough night.
So, I just wanted to say, I absolutely loved you in Blundering Frights. I thought it was a brilliant performance in a very funny horror comedy.
Oh, thank you. You know, my brother directed it. I'll be sure to let him know you liked it. It didn't do very well, but I understand it has become something of a cult classic in Europe.
I think it's a misunderstood masterpiece. The camera work alone is magnificent. I mean, obviously, I'm a little tainted by my profession, but I think everything from the lighting to the cinematic tools used was just amazing. Is it true it's loosely based on the Cassandra Snow books?
Well, yes, I suppose so. My brother's a very big fan of those books, and I think he got a little carried away. The script started as a piece of fan fiction, and it took off from there. Rangan read it and must have liked it, so he backed it financially.
Any chance of a sequel?
I don't think so. My brother is heavily invested in producing corporate motivational videos now, and I don't think Rangan would be interested in going with it alone. Between you and me, he was quite upset my brother wouldn't want Rangan himself in the movie. And you know how he is.
Tell me about it.
How's everyone? Ready for the photo shoot? I know I am, so let's do this.
Great. Folks, let's all get into position for the big photo, shall we?
All right, let's get this done.
Okay, chalo, I'm ready to do this.
Okay, less chatter and more laughter, friends.
So, Miss Hassan, I guess you're ready for another round of Mumbai Hero soon? I've got big plans for a sequel. Big plans.
I'm sure you do. I think you will need to talk to my agent about that.
Ah, agents, I never did like them. Dekho, I prefer the more direct approach.
Acha. Well, I'm hopefully kicking off some international roles soon, so my availability may be limited.
I see. Well, I certainly hope nothing should happen that would prevent you from pursuing your goals, Miss Hassan.
Great work. Now, if we could do a few shots of just Mr. Arthur and Miss Hassan, please.
Arthur and Hassan? As if they're that important. I suggest we do another round of solo shots of the guy who gets first billing. Me.
If you say so, Mr. Rangan.
I do say so. Come, shoot. Oh, Gregory, stick around, huh? I want to talk to you when I'm done here. All right, people, get off the stage. It's time for the big guy to do his magic. How about like this?
That's perfect.
Or maybe this way is good, huh? The women really like this pose. When I pull off this look, all housewives in a 2-mile radius will faint automatically.
That's what we're looking for right there. Great work.
Hey, we are shooting me here. Get off the stage. All right, I think that's enough beauty shots for one day.
Great. That's a wrap then. Champagne for everyone.
Arey, मैं कह रहा हूँ, great things will come from this movie, guys. Let me tell you, I've got a feeling that this one is the one that will make me famous. You know, it just goes to show that hard work and dedication is what is needed in this business, yaar. You know, I got the champagne from a movie business contact. You know, he was so impressed with the production of the film, he just insisted on sponsoring the party, yaar. Famous film director in America. Yeah, I might go there next week to talk about distribution deals for Mumbai Hero. Arey, pata hai, last year at the rap party for The Snake and the Mongoose, everyone chipped in and bought me a painting by Soham Hussain. It's inside the apartment actually. A beautiful painting of a tiger. You know, I loved it so much. Soham's now doing my portrait. He's a great artist. Great. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. We start editing in a couple of days, so it's not exactly over for me. Genius never rests, you know.
Mr. Rangan, you wanted to see me.
Gregory. Yes. Come with me upstairs. I have something important to talk to you about. Gregory. As you know, there's a lot at stake with a production like this. Everyone needs to play ball. We're on the same team after all. But it's important to establish a pecking order. Soon, all of Mumbai will be mine. I'm sure you can imagine what that means. Okay, Gregory. I just need my friend here to pat you down. Don't want any recording devices or things like that accidentally going off. I'm sure you understand. Hey, Mr. Broadway, come on.
Hey, you okay?
If you want to come through this way, I'm gonna have to do a quick pat down. Feels good, huh? Bet it does, pretty boy. And you are good to go, sir. Thank you.
All right, Gregory, here's the deal. And don't interrupt me, all right? I hate being interrupted. You're a smart guy, I know that. Big deal back in America. But the thing is, I don't like you. I don't like the way you dress, the way you behave yourself around the women on set, or the way you try to steal my thunder. I'm willing to overlook all of this, Gregory, because we can make great things together. However, and this is very important, if you ever try to take my place, if you ever think you can become bigger than Dawood Rangan, you're in for a world of hurt. I will destroy you and your family. Your mother, your friends, your pets, anyone and everyone will die. Do as I tell you, and I can make you more famous than you've ever dreamed of. Cross me, and you're dead. Understood?
I think I understand.
Excellent. In that case, we're done here.
When are you gonna be done mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rangan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there. You got it?
Fine. If I don't finish it, Rangan will kill me. If I do, the artistic community will be dead to me. What fate is worse? These colors are all wrong. I'll never hit the right tone. Why did I let Rangan talk me into this? Da Vinci meets Jackson Pollock. How is that even possible? And if I don't get it right, he'll stick his enforcers on me. If I somehow manage to find that bloody color he wants, I can finally stop gambling. That's it. No more Soham the Gambler. I'll be a real artist again. only I could compromise a little with my artistic integrity, this would run a lot smoother. I just can't do it. Why did I go along with this? I wish there was some way out of this mess. Maybe if I fake my own death. Just for a decade or so. Get a new identity. Start over with a new style of painting.
Mr. Hussain, go on upstairs and wait for Mr. Rangan. I'm sure he'll be there shortly. It's me. Just to let you know that the house artist is ready to continue painting. Looking good.
Ah, Mr. Hussain, ready at last. Did you get a shave? Oh, well, never mind. Come with me to the lounge.
After you, Mr. Rangan.
Looking sharp today, sir.
Magnificent use of colors and form. Kya baat hai? If the new piece catches my forceful nature like this, I will have nothing short of a masterpiece on my hands. I'll be the envy of everyone.
I guarantee a perfect execution, Mr. Rangan.
Hi, mister.
All right. Chalo, let's get this done with. I expect these to be the final brush strokes, Mr. Hussain. I'm a busy man here. You know, this painting is sure to bring you a lot of future work. Dekho, once the word gets out and my art-appreciating friends see it, your phone will be ringing off the hook.
I can't wait. Hold your breath for a moment, Mr. Rangan.
That's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay for the commission, by the way. I'm not stingy. No, not at all. But if I'm already paying you in exposure, well, let's not overdo it, you know?
I prefer cash over exposure. Clench your fist, please.
Who doesn't? But sometimes, exposure can be worth more than just money. Dekho, in this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait and see. When you're done with this job, the contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Rangan. Can you look up a bit? Thank you.
That shot came from the Chawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next? Hold up, 47. The Kashmirian is on the move. He's heading for another flat inside the Chawls. This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is.
Started about Dawood's alleged I never agree. Meditation does
I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. So many people have told me I have to please
Come on out,
47.
Shah.
It appears the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations. Let's see what he's up to in here.
It will all be over quickly.
So, the Kashmirian is scoping out a bridge in an area primarily used as a laundry business. Interesting. It recently changed ownership and now belongs to Vanya Shah. It looks like he's found a new target and is waiting for her to get on the bridge. Perhaps your mentoring days aren't entirely over yet.
Yeah, that's just
It's me. It is imperative you notify me as soon as possible.
Hey!
My brother told me the story about the Maelstrom years ago. Have you heard it? The one with the 3 dragons.
No.
Well, I'm sure you know of the story about the betrayal, so I won't get into that. But after he first left the city, he came upon a bandit camp out in the outskirts. Here, he found a young woman held captive by 3 terrible men, the dragons. They had kidnapped her from her parents and wanted to sell her as a slave up north. But Maelstrom saw her and knew that she did not deserve such a fate.
Nobody does.
Right? So he snuck into the camp at night, unarmed and clearly overpowered by these 3 strong men. Remember, he was just a young man. Almost a boy, really. He tried to free the girl as she slept in her cage, but she got scared and yelled for help. This awoke the dragons, who rushed over and tried to grab Maelstrom.
Oh, no.
Well, luckily they were strong, but also clumsy. Maelstrom managed to grab one of the man's rampuri from his belt. He thrust the knife deep into the first dragon's thigh, spilling blood everywhere. The other dragons immediately jumped over to try and take the knife, but he was too fast and trapped the 3 dragons in the cage. Then he brought the girl back to the parents. It is said that to this very day, in a forgotten location outside the city of Mumbai, 3 dragons still sit inside that cage, waiting to be released.
I cannot believe Dawood Rangan donated that TV to the people of the slums. And to hear that serpent Vanya Shah talking about how he does nothing for us makes me sick.
To be fair, he did program it so that it only showed his movies.
Really?
My little brother Bunty hacked it. Now it plays everything, even the cricket. I told him not to mess with it, but he didn't care. And who am I to tell a 12-year-old what to do? At least we have free TV now.
Asesinos. Astonishingly, the killer or killers remain unidentified. However, there is little doubt.
I need a shave. Why isn't the shop open yet? Hello there. Are you interested in cloth wares? The finest colors and fabrics anywhere.
Hey, don't block my line of sight.
And you know, my intentions are really genuine. I'm done fooling around. I'm serious. I want a family.
I really need a break. Can you go and ask one of the guards if we can have half an hour?
Look, bhai, I already did that. He said the foreman hadn't given permission. So phir main, I asked if I could talk to the foreman, and the guard said no.
This is not a good day.
Malum hai. Tell me about it.
Where did you leave the costume for Dawood Rangan's movie? I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, I took care of it already. It was a rush order, so I washed it when I came in this morning. It's drying upstairs.
And you took extra care with it, right? The man who dropped it off said it was supposed to be used in the movie they're shooting in the tower.
Of course. I don't want to get on Rangan's bad side. It's neatly folded upstairs. Don't you worry about it.
She's from Mrs. Patel. I don't want to make a mistake.
I have no idea. The new foreman hasn't let anyone know. I asked the guards if I could talk to him, but they said no.
But then, malum hai, magar, how are we supposed to know what we do next?
I have no idea. Just go through whatever piles are closest to you, I guess.
Theek hai. I understand.
When is the new foreman coming out? We need to know what to work on next.
I don't know. Just go wash some clothes, all right?
But we need to know which piles to take first. They haven't been sorted at all, and the foreman hasn't told us anything.
The foreman has other things to worry about. Get back to work or I'll slap you. Understand?
Yes, all right. Relax. I'll get back to work. How long since my last break? 6, 7 hours? This is ridiculous. They say that literary agents, they only read the first paragraph, and if they don't like it, then you can forget about it. I mean, how can you judge a book from a single paragraph? That's ridiculous. My arm is so tired. I really need a break. How do I end up in a situation like
this? Sir, can I speak to the foreman? I think I hurt my back.
Trying to get out of working, are you?
What? No! I've been at this for 10 hours without a break. My back really hurts.
The foreman's busy. Come back another time. Go, do some more work.
Sir, please.
Now!
Just a few minutes would be enough. I need to sit down and relax a little.
I haven't met the new foreman yet. Is he better than the last one?
Pata nahi yaar. He's still in the office. I know Miss Shah is supposed to meet with him on the bridge and talk about how to make you lazy workers do more. But so far, he hasn't come out.
Who are you calling lazy? I work 15 hours every day.
Haan, pata hai. Just relaying the words of Miss Shah. I think she's hoping this new guy will be liberal with his belt, if you know what I mean.
Great.
How long since my last break? 6, 7 hours?
I just don't understand how this romantic business works.
All right, so I need to understand a few things here. Nobody keeps track of time in any way?
The old foreman didn't really care so much about time. It was all about getting things done.
So how did he track that? I can't see any of his old files here.
I don't know where they might be.
All right. How about the workload? How do you guys keep track of how many orders you go through in a day?
The old foreman did all that. I think he kept most of it in his head, actually. That was one of the things Miss Shah didn't really like. That and the fact that he would give us breaks.
She doesn't like giving breaks?
Hates it.
I see. Thank you. I don't know where the papers are. If I could just find them, it would make my life a lot easier. But the old foreman, he hid them somewhere. If I knew why, I wouldn't have to look for them, would I? I just want to make sure I understand everything. If I show up for the bridge meeting with Miss Shah and I'm not prepared, well, let's just say I don't want that to happen. All right, I'll speak to you later. Surely those logs must be somewhere. Think. I can't meet Shah without them. I need to gather a lot of information for my report to Miss Shah. Tell me, why are there people guarding the entrances? If we open up the empty booths to the public, we can make so much more money.
You would have to ask Miss Shah. Before she took over, people could come here, pay a few rupees, and use the place for their own laundry. Now they just use the river instead.
So I guess that means we need to hire more people in here to fill up the booths.
Miss Shah doesn't really want to spend more money here, I think. She comes here once in a while, yelling at us from the bridge, threatening us with pay cuts. Not that it matters much.
But why is that? I mean, she is a scary person.
It's just that most of us are here because we owe her money in the first place. She helps me by providing water and power to my house, and my brother and I work here in return.
Huh. Interesting business strategy. Anya, it's me. I'm still at the office. Look, I know I said that this job would change our lives, but I think I may have miscalculated. No, I'm all right, but my boss, well, it's the slum queen, Vanya Shah. I can't do that. We need the money. Maybe this is a good thing, you know? If I do well here, maybe we can get her to root more power over to the house. Maybe even enough to let Kiara use the computer for her studies. I know it's dangerous, but what am I gonna do? I can't run away now. I need to compile a report on what I want to do to make this place better. And then we meet with her later on. I just wanted to call you to let you know that I'm gonna come home late. All right, Anya. I'll call you later, okay? Okay, so I know he kept logs. Shah will expect me to know them by heart. How did I end up in a situation like this? So how long have you been working here?
I came here with the others when Miss Shah took over the business about 4 months ago.
So none of the old workers are here now?
She replaced everyone with people who owed her money. It's how she runs her business, after all. Even the old foreman owed her. I think he managed to pay off his debts about a month ago.
But yet he still stayed?
I think he figured he had the upper hand. He kept most of the records in his head. Only the most important bits were written down and kept somewhere. He started giving us breaks, got the dabawalas to bring us food, and looked into reducing the work hours. Miss Shah disagreed with his ideas, so he wound up dead.
The accident that wasn't an accident.
Exactly.
Hey, it's your brother. Listen, I'm in a bit of a tight situation here. I got the job at Mumbai Laundry, but the boss is, well, strict. Much worse than that. But don't worry about it, okay? Look, I'm just calling to ask if you can check in on Anya and her sister. Look, I don't think I'll be able to get out of here until late, and I want to make sure they're all right. Great. Thanks. Who the boss is? No, I can't move out of Mumbai, you fool. I just need to be smart about everything. Look, I have to go, check on the girls, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Are? These weren't here a moment ago. Huh. These are the old foreman's reports. Interesting approach. Acha, this settles it. I can finally talk to Shah now. Ah, that's a load off my back.
That's 3 days ago. And still nothing.
The new foreman looks to be a dedicated worker. He hasn't left the office since he got here.
Oh, no. That's not it. I was up there in the office when he came in. One of the guards told him that the Slum Queen wanted to talk to him. The guy turned all grey and started stammering.
Wait, he didn't know she had taken over the business?
I don't think so. The guard also told him what happened to the previous foreman. I'm pretty sure that's why he's not coming out.
So he's waiting for nightfall so he can slip out?
Probably. Sadly for him, we work day and night here. He's never leaving.
Not alive, anyway.
I think you need a break.
Oh, thank you so much. And you know, my intentions are really genuine.
Don't wear yourself out. Take 5.
Oh, thank the gods. I was about to drop dead of exhaustion here.
You look tired. Why don't you take a break?
Oh, thank you. Maybe I can watch a few minutes of the cricket. The ODI just started.
The main character is a small boy who grew up right here.
Take a break. You deserve the rest.
About time. I thought I was going to work through the night without a break. Thank you. That's where the adventure starts.
I think you need a break.
That's so nice of you. Thank you.
My arms are so tired.
Don't wear yourself out. Take 5.
Oh, thank you. My arms are about to fall off.
They don't call her the Slum Queen for nothing, my friend.
You look tired. Why don't you take a break?
Oh, thank you. Maybe I can watch a few minutes of the cricket. The ODI just started.
I'm ready for my meeting with Miss Shah now.
Miss Shah's been waiting for this all day. The foreman's ready to meet up with Miss Shah on the bridge. We're heading there now. Follow me to the bridge. Oi, kapade gande hai abhi bhi. You need to put in more effort. That's not even close to good enough. Oh, hi. Aja, it's just through here. Miss Shah will be along soon. Better get your shit together if you don't want to end up like the old foreman. Samjha?
So, that's the new guy, huh? How long is he going to last, you think? A week?
Depends on what the Queen decides to do with him, I guess. He looks tough enough. Might last a week in the pits. Maybe even 2.
Maybe he's been working really hard on that report of his. Maybe she'll actually keep him on.
I can't imagine that. He's been hiding inside that little office of his all day, afraid to come out. I don't think he has what it takes.
The new foreman finally graces us with his presence. What do you have to report?
I see a lot of dead weight.
I've made a similar observation. Tell me more.
Well, the objective is find the root of the problem, work to get close to it, and then eradicate it.
I like your thinking. How would you approach the task you see before you?
My usual method is prepare intensely, study the problem, learn everything I can, analyze all approaches. The idea is to gently nudge people to do what I want. And then, once the objective is in my sights, perfect execution.
Not afraid to spill some blood in the process?
Not at all. In fact, I find that happens quite often.
I like you, Foreman. I think this could be the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
I aim to please, Miss Shah.
You think I don't see you down there, little ants? Scurrying about at your own pace? Taking unnecessary breaks? Drinking my water? Wasting my money? You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this rebellious behavior. The days of slacking are over. You hear me?
Oh my god!
That is Vanya Shah taking care of 47. Are you planning on outsourcing all your work to the Kashmirian from now on? The Kashmirian is on the move again. It's paid off to follow him so far. Maybe he will lead us to the Maelstrom.
Must be a tough life.
You don't know me, but your boss will want to talk to me. By now, he should have found out about the unfortunate fates of Rangan and Shah. I am the one responsible. Mad? No. On the contrary, I consider it a successful job interview. Just tell me where to go. Ah, yes, of course. I'll be there in no time.
Has anyone seen Bhavin Sagar? I have a job interview today and I desperately need him to shave me.
Nice. This is it. The crow's nest. Do or die, Karen. Live up to the legend. Or die trying. It's Karen. I made it. I'm outside the hideout now. Both are taken care of. The money should have been wired to the account already. Spend it as you want, I'm sure. It wasn't about the money. If I'm right about this, about who their boss is, I'll never have to worry about the money again. Well, in a way, their rejection set me free. Big fish lie in wait. I'm sure of it. Wish me luck.
Fixing. Arey, why the hell am I talking to myself now? Off with you.
Hey, if you want to pass, you need to be frisked first. Is that a problem? Now, let's see if you've brought me something interesting today. Okay, go on then.
So, you're the one who called. The boss was intrigued. He'll see you. Better make it good.
I'll do my very best.
Come with me.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
You've got some balls, man. Killing two of the city's most ruthless people as a job interview. That's something else.
Not that way.
See? A bit touchy, but not so scary, right? Well done for cooperating. You can move now.
The mysterious stranger enters the lion's den. I guess you know who I am by now. The Maelstrom. Indeed. Two of my most trusted allies are dead. Childhood friends, lifelong companions. And now you're here. I always see my contracts through to the end. Admirable. Really, it is. I'm assuming Vanya put out the initial contract that drew you here. She never did like Dawood. Perhaps power play while our plans are in hiatus? But why kill her then? Unless Dawood made a counteroffer. That would be the smart move. But then you heard the rumors about the return of the Maelstrom. And so you took a chance. You figured if Dawood was assassinated, I would put two and two together. Eventually, I would have to teach the Slum Queen a lesson. You took it upon yourself to help me before I asked. A show of skill. A move to get to the top. Is that right, boy? You can only kill so many mobsters before wanting bigger challenges. Dawood and Vanya lost their way once they returned here to Mumbai. I blame myself for their failures. I should not have let them go back without me.
They got lost in their egotistical pursuits. Dawood thinking he could usurp my legend through his movies. Vanya assuming some mythological regency over the people of the slums. They forgot that which mattered the most.
What was that?
Legacy. In time, you become your actions. Vanya became cruel. Dawood became a hollow man. I wonder what we will become. What shape we will take in our final days. Exposed and raw in the eyes of the universe. We can't stay unseen forever. Death comes for us all, my friend.
That it does.
You are now one of us. You can walk around freely in the crow's nest. We will need to talk again, but not now.
The infamous Maelstrom is dead. Very well done, 47. Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. an invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
These are the truths that you must accept and embrace to become that which is needed. They expect you to act without rebellion, to know your place, to accept it as inevitable. Karma, fate, destiny. They call it many things. Do not allow this. Rage against it. Tear at it. Rip the lids from your eyes and the obedience from your souls. Lay your body and mind bare and carve at them until the marks they have placed upon you have been erased. This, my warriors, is what you must do. They will tell you that you are wrong. They will vilify your motivations and your actions. They have burned marks of stigma on your bodies and your minds, poisoning your perception of what is truth and what is lie. My warriors, they have been doing this for centuries, manipulating you and everyone around you, forcing you to accept their truths as yours. Well, there is a storm coming, and it will uproot everything they stand for. Ruin is upon their empire. I am calling to you, warriors, to be the force that men started yelling at us, threatening us. They wanted to know who was in charge. Eventually, one of the young men broke. So, I was dragged out, beaten senseless. As I lay there, I looked upon these men of basic violence, their shifty eyes and nervous laughs. And it dawned upon me the brilliance of it. Become that which they could not. They didn't want to burn down a shed with children in it. They weren't monsters, just brutal men with simple ambitions. So, I showed them the monster. All it took was a lighter and the will to do what they couldn't. That, my friends, is when the Maelstrom was born. They took me in after that. Thought they could tame the beast, use it for the things they didn't dare do themselves. I got to know them intimately, and when the time came, I slaughtered them intimately. I tore down the walls of oppression, left Mumbai to tear down more out there in the world. I found like-minded people, and together we showed those that would have us serve what it meant to be masters of our own fate. And now, my fellow warriors, now even bigger walls need to crumble and be reduced to ashes. Join me and form your own destiny in this world. It is your